Welcome to another video on the Mercedes G Wagon. We made a little bit of progress since the last video, so I'll show you that now, and I'll show you what products I've been using as well. So the two products that we've used so far on the body and the chassis, first of all is the Dinitrol corrosion protection. It's a rust converter, which I'll show you on the chassis. That's what it looks like after you've put it on. Probably see that better there. Put it on, leave it for a little while, and it just converts the rust over and stops any further corrosion from happening. Really good product. I'm really pleased with it. I've also did the exhaust heat shield as well. Now whether that lasts or not, because obviously the exhaust's going to be hot underneath it, I don't know, but I thought I would do it anyway, so that's done. A little bit there, if you remember, on the spring mount at the top, that's done. Also on the other side, that spring mount as well, that's all treated, so anything that I could see on the body and the chassis was treated with that. I then went on to use the 4941 corrosion prevention. As you can see on the tin there, it's black and like a waxy film. It's really good stuff. I think you'll agree that it looks, underneath the body, looks really good. It doesn't go rock hard, but it doesn't stay too soft either. So it's what they call self-healing. So if you get any stones hitting it, it doesn't flake off. So that's it's all on the underside of the body. I'll keep it out of the light. That's where that little patch was welded on. So that's all done. It's all done on the wheel arches, as you can see. It's all done in there, all along the sills, both sides, all done. Also, I was debating whether to change one of the fuel pipes, which was this one here. As you can see, that's been done. For the sake of changing it, we've done all the way to the tank. It's just a return pipe, so it's not under any pressure, but obviously if it was going to crack, it would leak. And actually, when we've taken it off, that's this one here, it actually snapped. That end actually snapped when we took it off, so it's a good job we did it. The prop shaft bolts are on. So the new bolts are, well, actually I found the bolts after I'd ordered them from Germany and they came the wrong size. We found the bolts for it. So they're on. The new gearbox mount is on, fitted, done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a little bit more corrosion prevention. What I'm going to do is just put that black wax, if I can get this paper out of the way, on the tops of the chassis rails. I'm not going to really put it anywhere else, because it doesn't really need it, but I might do it once the body and the chassis are reunited. I may put it on the rest of the chassis rails, but for now, obviously I won't have any access when the body's back on to the chassis rails on top. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do it off camera, and then I'll come straight back in and show you the results. Okay, so that's all done. This is the front of the chassis rail I was showing you before. I'd used the rust converter on it. I think it's ended up really nice, although it was only a few minute job, to be fair, and no one's ever really going to see it apart from in these videos. So yeah, it's all done on there, so it's all protected for years to come. Now I probably should point out that I'm not paid or endorsing Dinitrol. I've just heard good reports on their products, so I thought I'd give them a try, and so far I'm suitably impressed. So hopefully by the end of this week we'll have the body back down on the chassis, and then we'll move on to start up and make sure it runs properly and everything else, and hopefully we'll won't have any hiccups with that, but you never know. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Right, so it's a couple of days later now. We have got the body back on the chassis without too much of a problem. Most things underneath are connected up. So I'll just give you a quick walk around and show you what the plans are for the next couple of days, and hopefully by the end of the week we will go for a startup. Right, so like I said, body's down. There we are. It's not completely bolted down yet, just in case there's any issues with the engine. We'll have to pull the body back off again, but hopefully that isn't going to be the case, but you never know. Jobs left to do. I've got to make brake pipes up for here, because obviously that's been cut, so we'll make a couple of new brake pipes and just connect them up down there somewhere. If you can see that, that's where they connect up. There's a couple of bits and pieces of wiring to connect up. Not like a modern car where everything's just like multi-plug, make it dead easy. These aren't. You have to work out where things go and connect them like that. Most of the water pipes are connected. There's one of the heater pipes that's done. As you can see on the servo there, the elbow for the vacuum pipe snapped off. I didn't know that. I'm hoping I've got one lying around or something else I can use, but if not, I'll have to find one somehow. So that needs doing. Obviously the HT lead to go to the coil, nice and easy. That's no problem. So that'll be this pipe here is where, that's the one that goes to the servo. So I've got to find a vac pipe as well as that little elbow. I'll find something. I'll make something work. And then the throttle linkage is connected, but there's supposed to be a couple of plastic in here. There's supposed to be a couple of plastic bushes, but they've both sort of perished and fell off. So I'll need to improvise with something to replace those with, I think. The batteries are here. The new battery is ready to go in. I'll use the rust treatment on the battery tray. The battery tray is solid. A little bit of surface rust on it, but I'll use that treatment that I've used on the rest of the body just to make sure it's all right. All these cables here. These are the ones that you could see from I had the body off. They just connect up. There shouldn't be too much of a problem to connect them. And that is more or less where we are at the moment. I'll need to get some fuel for it. And then just connect up with a few harnesses and things like that. And then we'll go for a startup. So I'm hoping, like I said earlier on, and by the end of the video, we'll have a video of it running. So fingers crossed. Yeah. So, and then if there's anything else that needs connecting up or anything's leaking, then obviously we'll be able to tell at the time. Right, so it's probably a fortnight later now, as you can tell from the lack of hair. I've had a haircut. We had an issue when we went to start it, which I thought it might be the case. The fuel pump had seized up. The car's been sitting for about 3 years and not done anything. So the fuel pump had seized. We had to wait about a week for that to arrive, and then obviously fitted dead easy because it's just an external fuel pump. Just goes underneath the tank. Once we fitted it, took a little bit of cranking and a little bit of fiddling on, but it now runs, which I'll show you now. So ignition lights on. And there we have it running. It's not running exactly how we want it to yet. It's misfiring a little bit, so there may be an injector a little slightly blocked or something like that, but it runs. for now. So that's good. There's no leaks. It moves around. Haven't driven it anywhere yet because we're missing a servo pipe. So I've got brakes but no servo assistance. So there's no way I'm driving this without a servo. I should have the pipe for that should arrive tomorrow. Just turn it off because there's no point in keeping it running. The servo pipe should arrive tomorrow for it. We'll get that fitted, and tomorrow the G Wagon is going for paint. So next time you see it, it'll be all painted, and the bodywork should be, well, it'll be done. Apart from the fact we'll need to fit this, the windscreen. We'll need to fit the arch trims front and rear. We'll need to build the interior up. But that's just building stuff up again, really. We'll need to sort the running issue on it, but I don't think it's anything too serious. So that's about it for this video. So please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one when the G Wagon will be painted. Thanks for watching.